Allah de wakwaba. Okay. And kakre bechi so de akwako mom say me ko emfa so e ba so ni ana. Se kanene sa ukọ na obasa anu a. O report to pe na je se unya kakra wa akira na de amom so. Kama ma mu na kan bebre pa. Ti ma bei mo so mo nyemo. Nti me sure say why bibia sa.
Bibia fine.
Okay, all right. Yankoi na no so ni na Madrid ye share omo 5-2. Na je say ayare hosem.
Media mirror.
But just say
media mirror.
Okay, oh fine. Oh fine.
It was sometimes Adibo who is here na mo ni jira.
Eboa ho isi ana ye.
Was Madrid nim na ye support you club na ye support no. If
Baba obi abetima cheche na asem mba chomo aye nya ntem ne nko obi enu onuma ntem cheche de ya abetina akeka no eya ni ho mu nyina ho obi so wa na ndim gye na asem
dia betima
nti me mechire mu nche o de score line ni enim Champions League so Real Madrid border be na na asema say o
Kayata Mati de san kebe pam coach ne
omo boy
omo kwa we
now you be bedru ha
boss
we don't man show be akomedru ha ze Kayata Mati Vincent Company on Paphos or this a bit like the Club World Cup. You are playing against teams you don't face often, where you need to start from the scratch and don't have a lot of information beforehand. Okay. Hugo Ekitike on his role at Liverpool, the coach hasn't talked a lot about my way to play or where I need to play. Hey, I didn't know. What's he saying?
Or say
coach in general.
Only Kasai. Say it's a question Busan say looking at your team. Alexander Ishakaba.
Okay. No, just say. Modiamo, I debia concern and moped on carry in German. Okay, Martinez, Jose Moreno. Chelsea plays in every play.
Aye.
Oh, says I am much, Papa.
But they have
almost all of Obia Mude and also Pedro and Webra. Concern Kabudi and Kai said, "Oh, in every play."
They have a young.
Where they say easy win for Moreno. Where the easy win. Where the win to me and said they are not feeling was sampa because only Chelsea but players in every play. Okay, so I'm not a blue anymore. I'm red and I want to win. Of course, I'll always be a blue. I'm part of their history and they are part of mine. I'll say I'm still the special one. So I'm not Okacho. Enzo Maresca also the Kwada and the Champions League. We have a young players who already have experience in this competition. So Inter Milan are reporting record revenues of 587 million euro and the first profits of 15 years of wow, that's fine. Tromania profit 35.4 million for the 24-25 financial year. Jürgen Klopp on his return to money. I don't want to work as a coach anymore. That's what I think. But you don't know. I'm 58. If I started again at 65, everybody will say you said you will never do it again. Sorry, I thought 100% when I said it. That is what I think now. Deco fair play affects every club. Barca doesn't have financial problems. CAF have confirmed that all clubs eliminated from both the Champions League and Confederations Cup will each receive an extra $50,000 on top of the standard $50,000 given to all participating clubs. As I saying,
I just say before the starts of the competition, almost 50,000. 50,000. Then Ochim say, "What Frima you get additional?"
Yeah, you have saying 50.
You win 50,000.
And you baby any 50.
You win 50,000.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. CAF president you are Jumo.
Patrice Mocho.
He's well. 150. Mama so am 50.
Aye.
Mama
Kotokone has in 50.
One of them.
Kotokone goes.
Mama there.
President Mahama.
Oh, send you buying at the amount.
Was it from the presidency? Boss was it from the presidency?
Oh, say you buying. Mo ka so be ka so watu
if somebody says
obi be gi na no asibone. Ono ne control pers baby o say enko na eko. Nti wo gina buying na nem no say invest carry em ma omo. Okay, me ka se bia o hye omo tokuro bi mu za money. Muza asem de o ya no a
from the presidency no.
Okay. Ghana Football Association has submitted a budget of 1.12 million for Black Stars' upcoming qualifying matches against Central African Republic and Comoros in October. The two-match program covers Ghana's away fixture against Central African Republic in Casablanca on the 8th of October and the home encounter with Comoros in Anti Baba qualify Ahana party, and then Comoros.
So if you beat them,
the estimated cost for the away game stands at 733,000, while the home fixture has been pegged at 387,000. Okay, details about Sports Minister and the GFA4. I can't boom or matete so pa or matete so. Say a man for some Monsantis with them say, Ura Safuduku, lawyer, and or can say, we have a history against with that. We have played against them twice, and we were just unlucky. And for me, this year is a revival for Kotoko, and I'm confident we can overcome WAC.
Yeah.
Okay. WAC. How many years ago? I think that was 2002. 2002, November. Sammy, maybe take Casablanca to 2 or 3. It was 2002. 2002. And Mohammed the Fifth, though, and it's almost this stadium, not saying. Almost stadium, not Tana, no Pum Free Park in a chi. Mohammed the place, not Pinon Free Park in a Chelsea or no more. On our bones, yes. I mean, check it 2002. Adam, I need to make it 2002 check you. So, Gold Stars are expected to touch down in Ghana today. Moment go show them. Them friend Niger. Bacho say and can you come as a phone call baby any for Monfa bass bear me and son because you see Samia video Humba. Yeah, no, I checking here. Black Starlets head coach Postman Togum has expressed optimism about his side's semi-final in Nigeria neighbor. Wow. Okay. Samia video who knew any. Yes. Some me call Casablanca. And I'm Wukumasi. How many years? 23 years. Solo now way. There's one my pack. Baba my pack.
David.
Now Sangori. Anana wakatizo. Sefi Boako. To Nigeria. Ababona. Baba we are in Nigeria now.
Mako Ivory Coast Nigeria.
Oh, West Africa here.
Yeah. Men travel West Africa.
We are not. They got with say answer na we are with that at all na.
And they say nyama na
Bring phone at you. Okay. So Safuduku Kaye, what happened 23 years ago? It was around the same time.
Yeah.
And Kotoko work na 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah. Rebecca wants a strong Kotoko team. 1-0. And then they return here. The Ubian Kaya, the Amom Heavy Kaya, Tama, Joe Henrich, na pressure Nino Sokasi. And na Bobo no to corner. That's it.
Yeah.
Ball to corner, see. And go for a ball corner in a pine. So I want go no. Because I was home 2-1. Yeah. And a coffee. Handsome way in a buyer. Work for you. And they can't find out.
Can't find out.
They find out, yeah.
And the month was a budget cap on American.
All right, Sanet here. So, my story, no, they see ahead and all that. Now, I'm betting my feel like a cow, Hannah. Bibi Azuma Nelson has been appointed vice chairman and special technical advisor to the new for boxing interim management committee. Azuma, now Azuma say, and the boxers, almost all of them are on drugs. Say, Niema no nom. Omono nom Niema. Tina. Bahubali mo yebo no mo. Lawyer Ntiakwaba Madrid Bebo champions in 5. Na bibia fine. Uni has so man you so lucy that time why busy. And team happen assemble kono no. And Arsenal so call Newcastle ko share ne. Niema bibire ne sisi ye wo achi. Champions League so ko so ne. E china so ye be sabo. Ne abo atwa. Lawyer nti 58.
Baba say man for boy adwuma wa Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast and Nigeria.
Yeah,
Central Fund kwezi kotoko kwa hemu papa feel eba no. Na print chairman solo Safuduku.
But chairman solo
council tukwan na yesi aduane mu di be 4 times a day. kotokofo na ehwe mo sa amayade mo ba surprise ne mo ba bia mo dai nyina mo ane fa ho ka scared ma mo ko nyina no mo return no fama but
because maduan no mpe if you are maduan no ma no mpe nti obedidi wow personally
Milani adia
personally obedidi nti e ba sa I was say
na we are shopping yo one to ne ma ga me baby jam
trip ni city no unya kwan nko
to one to nkola ne ma mre oba utu kwa bi atobi
from Abeokuta to Lagos straight to airport
but say play the afufuru bia na we ne okay all right
na makai papa ya anala because father me kai oboase fam Eradi Nyangopo I want to call to Mr. to say God all is in your hands anopay yemon special good morning na yamu akwaba Oyerepa 100.7 FM live on Oyerepa TV marasanso ye konko funkroso na ensemwa edi adencheche ensemwa no pay boom fumpa onko funkroso no ye de honsem nyina atoanim ewo dwumade no so ensem no doso ene anopay de disefata se wohwe na wote ena ye de esum live on Facebook Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV on Facebook say na wa comment me ba na the boss player to the bossy akinkan na ama said say ene said e fata e be sha se efi UEFA Champions League num na Karat Amanti amam ene Real Madrid ena ebone Federico Valverde midfielder ema Madrid or the atudam se no kranie I was say am give out all 100% performance ena I was say am done day untimi andai Ethiopia say ebia Karat Amanti foi omunya de was in football so decide ni show chima yana eden ete amount say the results are open wonsa ebetimi aka or see defeater omunya ya in the hands of Atletico de Madrid amode atomachia focusing na say and UEFA Champions League on say a league phase a match day 2 ambetimi edin kudimna fenima koye ama womom Champi Alonso trene ema Madrid I say the players near ready and or will believe the Marantam say and then sorry and Kuruntenum ebetimi abose football niam miensam and wom so betin kugo say obe renem and answer obe Dronano ankoye and fama Real Madrid amra womane Atletico de Madrid ati ebani ni namonom womo try nim say omobetimi awene against Karat Amanti nafe niam akoye ama wom na Karat Amanti striker aya Jorginho or say the favorite player our Madrid ono aya Champi Alonso or say Champi Alonso those days no na our best midfielder ever wahum or kasa enei omo our individual players bia uno mo koba e say utimi ehwe mu yem experience player bit say Dani Carvajal nom Federico Valverde nom Kylian Mbappe nom omo nyina our experience nom enti uno mo koba e say utimi prepare ye Madridino so dia na so nyanga say omom Karat Amanti omo so mo enem anase echna Real Madrid era vie enra na e Kazakhstan no yanhwe kwan a Madrid first so ekodu Kazakhstan na yanto so enfronti Madrid players no kodu Kazakhstan a omo AC efi bus no nom ena yede ato screen so a uhwe bi ene anopay na Kylian Mbappe deyate etem say and then it is likely say coach Champi Alonso aberesiboy no na fe Jude Bellingham started the game abecome 4-3-3 and your reporter eka yensa and anopay Champi Alonso we will start with 11 players who are 11 players from Madrid and central for we say a players by and I started game no say your players players makuma kutubako and a game no amonso Real Madrid players you're doing some to an him and no pay na maminko Atalanta and a club brute again no Atalanta manager Ivan Durant or the Atuja say Champions League on a club will be it's a club brute Koba a difficult young previous games team album in the Champions League number is a winner supporters of Atalanta and players Nina and then I'm excellent film I'm trying to say betting him against a club brute Alexander Stankovic on a club brute and a former Inter Milan midfielder na Alexander Stankovic at the Atujam say team no afi pesa ya more pesa ya wade ewo ene UEFA Champions League no say upset we see between Atalanta and a club brute and one Alexander Stankovic Nensema or the Atujam and no play Nicky Hyen on a club brute coach or say Atalanta for them a dangerous team or say Ivan Durant team na what team assistant on no koba a there was a we are and it's a total concentration 90 plus additional minutes so ulusu focus kakrabia was some ebetimi IC and yes my coach at the Atujano player tinina at to name on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM na maminko Purpose and Bayern Munich game num Vincent Company at the Atuja say and among for favorite tagger I'm to Bayern Munich so after the first game in the first leg of the UEFA Champions League group stage say I was to put bonum or say yes so can attack na obi to say hurricane obi to say ene ukumwa na say ojani mu time bia obenya born wotimi de to atenam ene anima koye amama intelligent opposite performance e done a day against Purpose Vincent Company manager Emma Bayern Munich Rinsema and play or dare to jump and yatipi amawo was say any easy games to send the amount for win say against Purpose there send yes be mukwa kwase nine nuisia or say there be football and follow sa logic na there and was say amuye and say omutimi peta amamotimbonum a continuous improvement Vincent Company Rinsema or the atujam and yatipi amawo and anope Conrad Lima ono a player Emma Bayern Munich or sit no Ukraine and now who sir or no bit hurricane na esi kan ama one team or say hurricane no or yeah one of the deadly strikers when we say or say the caliber of striker hurricane ayano kano nini say a dosom and we say and then some Conrad Lima at the Atujam and play Galatasaray Sport Club and Liverpool at the bomb na and slot ay manager Emma Liverpool or say game about drink Liverpool near and France teams amukotwi at the Galatasaray Sport Club so or say omoye team in Turkey omanya 7 wins from 7 and no I can at the Chelsea conform ball so I'm consider 2 and after I set a lot of goals into Galatasaray from Omabapa Omotimbo in the Turkish league also who got a kitiki and on central for Busan say massa players outdoor and Timmy Abo Alexander Isak na and slot anyway team come on at show say ebia one say obeboha announces say obebo edi efi eche ebia wo jam striker echi and say there be nya some manager nom and na team come bia who go akitike nsema odi atudam and play na Lamina osiakan ema Galatasaray Sport Club or say a massive game I'm a Galatasaray Sport Club bakai I'm a first game in a few Champions League and Koye entrance Frankfurt Eki at the Ayamohom enti against Tima Amuatidiasa Amu squad Amu the coach Liverpool a very difficult game Lamina Nisma Oti Etujam Okan Buruk on Victor James Osimhen and I say Osimhen is still training. Victor James Osimhen. I believe sir Bibia betime asi and then some coach at the atujam on Victor James Osimhen. Say about starting game and answer on start Chelsea and Benfica at the bomb na Jose Mourinho. I train Emma Benfica or say I'm not a blue anymore. I'm red and I want to win. Of course, I will always be blue and I am part of their history and they are part of mine. And Jose Mourinho. I say, me coach, I'm at Chelsea. Na say me red that is Benfica. Now I'm Chelsea from woman history. I'm actually our football. I'm going to be in history. No, now yes, Chelsea. Abakusem. I'm a me Jose Mourinho at the film and then some of the to Jose. Are you ready for Chelsea? And you may Pedro Neto. Are you Chelsea forward? I say are you Portuguese and always special for him. Say on the Portuguese team. I say recently results at Chelsea. Any good results. I say but Chelsea are starting game here. Not red card to be I'm system intention in the game. As against Benfica. I was I'm with him na Chelsea training and ahead of Benfica. Now you Chelsea training woman and ahead of Benfica gamer and number 8 in the UEFA Champions League. Enzo Maresca on injuries and I'll say a dozen of players and sideline. You know they say I'm about to be a second the likes of João Pedro André Santos FSC let fitness test into João Pedro André Santos FSC let fitness test after wa confirm say Kopama Tosin Arabia yo and after Livico William Delap Dario Esugo etime apla a long term injury to be ensekan emfa entiam bobokwa womdin and Benfica what me say Ukrainian the players I was discipline our pattern so do be a red card near dadonum and what na unim said na I like Sanchez and that goal person Robert Sanchez a champo afe Chaloba Jara Hakto and Marco Correa and Moises Caseto Enzo Neto William Estevao Ganacho and McGill women a place I like say I'm at Chelsea Abusiam a 2 wins and a draw for Jose Mourinho since Okofa Benfica about 11 days ago. Not bad results for the coach. On himself, 2 wins, 1 draw. Or set for a win in the Champions League against Chelsea. And then some of Josie at the Atuja Dinina at Tuanim and then pay coaches and players time. Now, young Twasum and for inflow himself coaches in Zempi and at him Atuja. You bet CCP. Now, Galatasaray Sport Kolubu Abusiam or say I apologize to everyone. It won't happen again. Hugo Ekitike ahead of Gamer Liverpool Ebo and on set Ukraine red card Danano Koro and Jesse na onya no pa club putting in acho obi o club mbia opanacho.
I think that wasn't smart. Obviously, I punished myself alone, I would say. So I felt a bit disappointed to watch the boys from home the last Saturday. But as I said, I apologize to everybody already, to all my teammates. That kind of thing won't happen again. And I just move on now. I'm just looking forward to play and just focus on football. The coach didn't talk a lot about my way to play or where I need to play. He gave me a lot of freedom in terms of being able to link up with the boys or go behind. I can do a lot of things. He just want me to bring my football in the team. So he didn't say much about that.
Maminko Chelsea asweye amone Benfica na ebo nwumrei na uko abrante ba ko a abusia Benfica forum fani ni agra Enzo Fernandez na meka Enzo Fernandez wasem achew anopai Enzo Maresca etrene ema Chelsea Enzo Maresca say Jose Mourinho legend of Chelsea and a privilege say on the Asia na mo team no and 3 points also mofa.
It's a privilege. It's a privilege. Jose is a legend for this club, not only for this club, for different clubs. So show how been as good and how been is and how is. So for me personally, will be a privilege.
Can you still very much feel Jose Mourinho's presence with all of the achievements that he's won at the club?
Yeah, he's present, but I think there are so many managers, especially Italian managers, like Carlo Ancelotti, like Conte, like Sarri. They have been all successful managers here at Chelsea. The good thing is that you can see around the training ground or in the stadium so many good managers.
Eno Enzo Maresca Ninsema Ode Atudwam Ose Chelsea na buame Emma me kese. That is Jose Mourinho ahead of Chelsea game a etodwa nwumre no say ontimi enyi Chelsea emfi na bakosemu Chelsea boy Emma ne kese.
Of course, I will always be a Blue. I'm part of their history, and they are part of my history. I helped them to become a bigger Chelsea, and they helped me to become a bigger Jose. When I say I'm not a Blue, I hope everybody understands it, that I'm speaking about the job that I have to do tomorrow. But in relation to these pictures, there are not many clubs that do this. Because in many clubs it looks like there is a fear of what happened in the past, and there is a continuous transformation of pictures. Sometimes it looks like they want to delete people that made history in the clubs. I think this shows that Chelsea is really a big club, because big clubs are also about principles.
Eno Jose Mourinho Inter Milan. I recorded revenues of £567 million. Abusia ama revenue omanya in 2024-2025 financial year no £567 million. The first profit of 15 years. On say £35.4 million for the 2024-2025 financial year. Profit around £70 million. Obekaya in the previous year omunya £35.7 million. Na £94 million and a increase a revenue to £567 million. On say in Serie A no na omutoso mienum do finals of the UEFA Champions League in that year. £132 million a prize money. Omunya 60 million on top from the Champions League match day revenue. Match day revenue in Champions League in Kwa. Second 60 million pounds and play you don't some atuanim na Kieran Trippier Demitinim sir obaretene emra amo ebo Champions League game nyankopon bua wiki and a reporter ekuta anano prominent Saint Union Girosi and abebom Jurgen Klopp sir on returning to management BM or can some when I quenya kasa and Musan say some ya can no so and our general say no cre menya madre some return and pray about the coach team bia boss director of sports a deco or say or believe say enche Frankie de Jong about stand contract ama FC Barcelona na CAF a confirm some clubs I'm a fee UEFA Champions League and a Confederation Cup I'm messing additional $50,000 on me say na $100,000 and I'm dema clubs in both the Champions League and then the Confederation Cup. Then I'm Dr. Patrice Amotepe and the guy and I'm $50,000 and I'm say what free ma on some additional $50,000 you don't some at and play on the show live on Oyerepa TV, live on Oyerepa 100.7 FM and play yeren ko phone cross semnom AC na fe showroom etimi atwaso ewo jo ma deno so boss player sometime otu champion ni team nom etimi atnase. In the meantime you didn't come on with Apomodei Herpa Clinic. Amo a specialist. Say a basi when you want some padia. Womudimuntin when you never causes into your cup. Now, fe yere Apomodei Herpa Clinic and penning for 18. Come on. The next 10 minutes time with Apomodei Herpa Clinic. Many into you.
Awurade Nyankopɔn ehira yi papa ene dwumadi a moboma eye asantema ne wiase afane nyina ɛna no pay mede enchia sonko efri eye apomden herbal clinic edema obi biara oti eye Oyerepa TV eye Oyerepa FM ene anopay Ewrade Nyankopon enhyirawo na sɛdeɛ ɔba de esi ɛfa ɛbɔ na de no dani da nyina apomden herbal ye ba harma ya na ye ka sɛ wodi wani kyerɛ eye forest a utimu se yana a enua no edos ye papapa nanso sɛ unyambre de mbre ebombre so na se okɔ ɛyɛ forest horma ɛhɔ ana behu se dua bia ɛwɔ ne sibre anase dua bia ɛwɔ ne bobre saa na esifa ɛtie sɛde ɔba de esifa ɛbɔ enua ɛne haban saa na esifa tie sɛde ebia si bia a ɔwɔ esi no likewise saa so na ebia so esifa ɛde ɛsa yareɛ ne sane ti ɛyɛ apomden herbal sɛ oba yaso ya no kwasam ɛne sɛ minim yare a ɔde bɛba unya wa yarosa ansa na waide wakɔ sɛ obi guso na ɔhwɛ anase otem sisi a oni kan empeke eye number we see eye 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61 no kwasam ne se obi tie me eye enano pay na se doctor edikre no doctor akatro ne se nani we said de ore entimi ehu ade biem dia ene na mekafo eye apomden herbal clinic e de amano se ombra na se obayen asoya ye de ani a efra kwakrakra ani a ehunu ade ani a doctor anase ene physicians akacho say uhu ade biem eno na eye apomden herbal clinic yes sir anase ye treat eti ebiti say eye eye pressure se o hweme na se o so eye pressure oba yaso ya yebeboa yebetuti e de amount yebemodro na wanom na enam sai so aboa ema wani na eye pressure aba besi so ne santi uhuna de no wani ebetimi ehunu ade kama ye pa okoya eye pressure efa so e de ba eye ani so anie dani de nyina ye hwa de eye emframa ebo eye free dust ahodo a egu yeni no so no enu nyina na eboaboa no anti eban sase a na woni epruso etibasa untimi hwe awia anase untimi hwe kanea anase untimi hwe ade bia eye light eti eban sana na e de pressure aboani no so obose no woni ewoso obose woni epruso eti sa wo hweme a to America pentem na entem na bra eye yen asoye mekire apomden heba obetimi allocate ye ewo eye sofoli soldiers for kwan so onya du soldiers for kwan so a wo de eno ase wo bisa se Assemblies of God asorodan ye ne Assemblies of God and the opposite anase edi hwanim se oba ye bemo duro anom amoni na epruso woni na ehura de woni na untimi fa hwe kanea no ni nyina no etime de efri ho e de amount afen so ye hwe bit se cataract in fact se cataract e wo so a enya de so betimi ade ehunu ade biem why because starch food chemicals food chemicals food ahoda na yedi no eno na aboa no fitu nkrabrem aduane wodi na sa chemicals no wom na starch no eno na aboa no kakra sa na aba besi wani kwan no so eban sana etimi moni nya de ehu ade obo se ebasa abo se no wani ade fitaa bi aba be tale wani no so meche wo eyeball no so ebasa ema ontimi nya de ehu ade biem basa wo hweme na wo tie me na se wo obi a doctor catch say cataract e wani so ne santi okwakoye operation a mame papa mame ka sem kiro operation no be ye na so yesterday woni nya de ehu ade basa oba eye apomden herbal clinic ya be mo duro edro no enam se so ebe ohoro cataract no afi wani no so eye adefita aba be kata wo eyeball no so ne santi amount mi hu ade no ya be mo duro ama awai apepa ejini nyina de afi so mam chewade se de yankra no ya de pencil edi mo kire na so mo kire wi a na esanso mo tinti ya mom eraser na eraser no omudi etwitwi eye enkyere no so serebia epepa no saa ne edu no sifa de etie etimpese me kire se o hweme eye apomden herbal o hwe yesisi a na se doctor catch say cataract o wani so ne santi hu ade anase kwakọ operation jai bra ya so ye niamu odura nam sai so no mu a ebe pepa anase be raise sa cataract anasa ebo ana ade de woni no so dey afiri so in order say usu betime dey ehunu ade etino yempentem nyentem na yenhwe number we say na yembo 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61. Oh, me mame abro bi eto se oh ana na doctor obobo number ne tem sa mame papa munti ne wa ha menya abotre na mabbo number na ma o de twere nsesi a 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61. Mesi yewo sofolai ofroka bebia obafroka bia no bebia obafroka bia wo so obesi sofolai wonya du sofolai a wo de busa say asogers for kwan so wonya wram asogers for kwan so go straight wo go straight abo say Assemblies of God dai kese esi wonom wonya duro no ma ye ni Assemblies of God edan no enebo enhwani manase edi opposite wonya busa akwa ketekete krampo na obesa onsa edo ba bewura eye yasoye esan ye din aya dey ya ginti na me ka say ye both local and then foreign delivery oboroma oso o akra na opese yemfa eduro no ensene no wadawroma yebetimi ayen sa de amount na bibia so atimi ayekama obuon so a o say owo within Kumasi and as outside Kumasi babia wo bia eno so yebetimi de eduna de amount de here say obe pick number we say na one doctor woni de ensa so pick number we say sia 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 89 61. Na me ka say yo sakatrite no ha dwene ebo ni so isie ya te say wa ma ni amoduro no anom na enrezi anase ampepa anase anyi catrite no amfiri so a ebe ha ye papa eti no yesa so glaucoma uyo bia glaucoma owani so glaucoma ebo ni so a ye hwade se de enwa eduro pebra se de enwa esi atwikom ekwani konkro mu said the enwa esifa etwikon konkro mu saa na glaucoma esifa de etie uyo bia wanin achi akom adentia yewo bacteria bia denden na omudwi yani no omudidi yani no so bansa emuani ne enyere ehuade bo se no oni no achi akom bansa bronika eka ne se eye glaucoma basa nuani asase eye ko uhuade nuani so ayo bisi bra so oba eye apomden herbal center masoye amo sofolai soldiers for kwan so so oba masoye mamoduro a obenom na enam say so ama glaucoma ewani so ne sanity amoni akakom na utimi huade ohwade a ohuni ye no mamoduro anom na enam say so ama oni asaso atimi de aba normal no atimi adai ehunade pick number we sese a eye 0551 8961 se number no so ye pa 0551 09 8961 0551 09 8961 ebia na o hweme o ye awofo o hweme na wakora akodi agro ama yasa natie edi egu nani so anase bibinti enkwan bi abonani ama nani pruso ama nani ohuna de ohwelite na nani so NBC oba odi abofra no eba yaso ya yebem na dura obenom ama nani so IBC nani a pruso nani a ehuna de yebeboa yebemu oduro ama awabofra no obenom ama ni nyina timade ai kama pa uyo bia utaso ehye eyeglasses hweye wanhwe a one shall be shy the aquacusi udem adentia then the no say sa eyeglasses no and a boa a more high sense of vision but so be a so ya be boa ye be more draw benom no way sa eyeglasses no aden na odehye no afri honom na ya duro no onumu a and am say so amotimi ade ehunu ade ye papa eti bra wo se glaucoma ewani so obuon mo se nani so NBC ebo ewo nani so obaya so ye be boa ama eye ebo ewu ani so anase woni so ayo bisi no ni nyina etimi adai akọ ede amaw etibra ya so ye wo aye sofolai soldiers for kwana so tienie sofolai soldiers for kwana so wonya duru soldiers for kwana so abusa busa wo se okọ Assemblies of God wonya duru Assemblies of God a ne opposite hwa ne ye de ye wo busa obia abofra kra obekiro anase uduru ba bia omu bonsuo na bonsuo mo honom na wonya duru no ma omo horo kase no obia bede ebekiro na wasosa edo ede aba yen asoye pick number wo se 0551 09 89 61 0551 09 8961 etino said the mekan eti baby biara wo na o hweme wo hwa apomden heba center baby biara wo tie nka sa wo abrochire baby bia wo bia no oba yeso ye bebo ama so atimi enyo ayara saka baka pa namum enya no nkwa na ye de yesa ye tutu bibi te say stroke uyo bia stroke e wo so abra oba ye bebo ye be moduru a obenom na stroke ni nyina de afro so anasa afro ni padwam obia working stick won kitastica ontimi nya de enante me kire waist pain ye bebo ama bibia so atimi ade come pa diabetes bibia be de ebeko edema pressure ni nyina ebeko edema manpower bra penis enlargement obia so ya bibia betimi ade come ade edema pick number we say 0551 0551 09 8961 Ewranya Yakupon Shroud. Doctor Metamagum and me Juma bra na Ubeshra Ewranya Yakupon Shroud.
Right, yet also at the Amamo, every Ahanum dia Natchez e di a Jacka Crabby Naya by a bar, Jumadino, Ebertwaso at the Amamo. Kingdom Herbal Center, Womo Asay and Era na Kingdom for over 15 years. Womo ena a day garlic bitters and garlic capsules. Abagana memu asaya DP. Aman Crawford do na aje atum as a Kingdom no ena eye papa. Now tell me an pena immune system ni an dinner. Non Kingdom garlic capsules and bitters ni bi pebito ebeboa. Afe eyi stress efiri so, eyi anxiety, eyi arthritis, eyi numbness, eyi hypertension, eyi heart diseases, cholesterol level ne wo so a Kingdom herbal bitters and then the capsules no ebeyi e dey free ho e dey amount. Afe ginseng power capsules no Kingdom and a diaba e boa man ne pa sexual weakness, afe waist pains, mental stress, and more physical energy and wode mapa oko adwuma so a obetumi e dey aye adwuma kama Kingdom tremendous capsules no enom eboa ema na monya vaginal infection ni na no eyi e dey free ho e dey emamo menstrual disorders and afe bad odor ni na be pam no e dey free so Kingdom no ni bito na onso enya ahonto ye tenso do ni bechem e Kingdom Herbal Center e wo Okanshi Drug Lane afe ura pharmacy na eba shopper ubenya bi ato free Kingdom na na din koma number no 0597 298 855 afe obesa free 0559 761 144 Kingdom no challenger Odotobi Rural Bank o trusted financial partner debi ameka se bank ani ni dijuma no se baso ho akiro pa na yasika e de akoye anaso de akosi ano a obetumi ama obi ana ansa ode mame no e no ana se bank no untimi emfa ho nto omo so fa ho be do Odotobi Rural Bank omo na ema loan ahodo nyina esa asemsi a ode beko na de akoso ano yesusu loan special one no only to 60 days 2 months we are qualify for loan na fe ya bosika no mprenum at the amount enya no nko na ye de ma your loan edema salary workers you be edema cocoa workers your microfinance loan your funeral loan and social loan your transport loan ni nyina oba kin we no ye Odotobi Rural Bank e be ma bi na onso odi akọ na de akọ akọhye wadwumam head office no e Jacobu eho ena me ba cho oni yen ebe di juma ubewura ho na fe wa beje obosian bi oboase ye ben tutuka police station be kwai ye ni post office dia ni hwe from ye wa dwen kwanta Roman Hill ye ni total filling station dia ni hwe yija ye ni Victory Baptist Church opposite tabu akwa your credit union dining santase runabout your ye Bella Vicus Hotel e taxi rank aso ase ye ni dwane gianim he macro ye be Goy filling station Agrekenzema ye be lorry station Bantama ye ni MTN office gianim he na Tafu 4 miles ye ho frey e 03220 91454 and 0243 710-784. I mean Scientific Hospital. And so I the best alternative medical hospital in Africa. Now the attorney saying, yeah, the above funyansesua me chest size erabi bidroye mu. Enunti na uba, ye pen ye 2 stroke yade ase. Ye pen na unwa ye be mu awo. Ye pen na yade bi atran so acha. Oba ye be yare no every ho edi amount. Amen Scientific Hospital na sem and America edi chew your machines or efriu na yade no yasap edi amount yo no makuma kwa dionu na ya oba ye di bi be kan na so anya ahoto. For ani chere mu e wo Kumasi Atwema Tachiman kwada so fon ase ekwan so ho e na ye wo other branches e wo Ghana ebi wo Enchi Boga wa Bibiani Accra Takrade Tamale Atebubu Nkoko Sunyane ho Sehwidebiso and Afe Hohoi Freyen 0277 00 1234 0277 00 1234 Amen Scientific Hospital enono oko pekanjen magic drinking water na wanom ensuo no eguahudo mienu ye wa acidic water ene ye wo alkaline water ni pH no e wo soro unum ko nipadua ni mu a eyi acid a e wo nipadua ni mu nyina e di free o se de be ya yade bi te se cancer entimi ntina nipadua ni mu unum acidic water eno eya na de ohaw ene brew ni nyina ne se yade e friend cancer ehu acidic water na nani age ni nyina ne se one no ene di agrobom but so hu alkaline ne pe no odwane eno nti ene e kanfo kange na magic drinking water ediama jumadi adi woni padua anim no eye pie boa e ma nyini from boa e ma skin ne toso o to kange ni nso ni bia for ni chem o Breman UGC Tafuni Road Abawaru Junction ho nyina obenya ensuo ni bi na wato Lizzy Hotel Santasi Runabout Pakiki ewo Stadium Sumankwai ni Junction ewo Ashtown ensuo ni pi ewo ho Fre Kangen ewo 0241 449191 and 0507 379474 Grow Fine Herbal Tonic Grow Fine adrono de bia mekase o hwa o tena se kakra bia na o nan no nsa etitriti moja no entimi nsane ye e woni padua ni mu Grow Fine e rantini ni mu na asane ntini ni mu na moja na ntimo ye na de bia mekase ni padua ne enam nyina no entini no ene control ye movement control de ye nyina enti se ntini ni mu sipe na nante ayeden o ma nsa so ema o nante o ka otitu ento na afi e the problem ena ebro unum Grow Fine eyi ni nyina e di free o ma no afichikomu how wa fichiko nsisi so ubu nsa na ote yawa e Grow Fine Herbal Tonic ena onom obeda na ho e Grow Fine ubedidi ye e Grow Fine vitamins eboama ni padua no enyini kama e Grow Fine edro no ena upebi na wanom Fani chem o baby eto no e wo man mu abi abenya Grow Fine edro ni bi na wato o pedodo a fani chem e wo digital herbal clinic e o Kumasi Amakom Runabout Eben Bank of Africa frey 0244 596532 Grow Fine makes you grow fine waba Kumasi ebedi juma bia na ope baby ada e Knox Hotel de bia mekasa environment na ho ye serene dede ni ho asumdwe ho ye rooms ni ye cozy uda ho a utimu say yes we de bia ya oda no e ho ye kama papa na oda ho nyina no restaurant ho bar ho de obedie de obenum enye problem o car na ode aba no your spacious car park aye bo ho ban edema e bia utieme wa ware awie opa bia ye bi aye wedding reception odo ani chem e wo Knox Hotel a your space kese pa obetima be wedding reception no e wo ho Knox Hotel ye wa Asokwa Olam Street ye ben Kumasi Baba Yara Sports Stadium frey nani endin komo e wo 03220 24438 and 03220 24162 Edek SM Bitters eno ena eboama mema ne ma no motifia matinka ebe sorry makasa bema opesa asumdwe be fia ene oho kani endam prema akoma akwa aduonu baako bosome ni mu libido ni be peja Edek SM Bitters waist pains low sperm count and a premature ejaculation ni nyina eye ho adwuma sisiade atena so acha SMBTS etu ase at the amount. Herbal shops, chemical shops across the country. Ubenyam edek SMBTS na wato. Edu Herbal Clinic or the by any number. Ofre na watu duduano 0243 989 368 and 0201 044 221. ABA Herbal Center. Sofwata, Sofo Rasta no. Osifeni yadi bra glaucoma, cataract, long and short sightedness, blurry eyes, omo wadro, udi gu aduane mu dia, ebe red enini ntini mu na etu yade bia ebe enini so e de free ho e de ama hu ade ye kenkan ye ade wa akire wo so hu ade ben wo so hu ABA Herbal Clinic so fata na dru a udi gu aduane mu adi no e na ebe boa na ate wani no e de ama sexual weakness, menstrual disorder, hypertension, prostate, liver, any kidney yade nyina no otu ase e de amount for any chem e wo ABA Herbal Clinic na so ye e wo kwada so dwena se main market akire wa doma in crosso obe Ebenezer Preschool adjacent apia kubi co store Dr. ABA the numbers 0541 565 199 and 0502 812161 Amansie homecoming no migusu ebon the road 31st October lunch ne baso Miss Amansie contest Kiss Talent Show and Amansie Educational Fund nyina yebe pa ho ntoma na Kiss Talent Show ni Amansie Miss Amansie contest no utia 50 cedis na what form no abeka dwumadie no ho na bronya bosome no ye de dwumadie ni nyina ahyehye so kama Oyerepa FM and TV idea 234 ye go hotel Amansie Traditional Council ne be kwai municipal assembly omo and a tie chair di dwumadie but 31st October and a lunch no e baswa ye de ehun sem no e de ema boss ye the first batch no AC yes okay
any the edikan
yeah
actually already akabeba yes sir right and the champions night night reserved for champions na mi busa zakito so oh na money why also ye agi ahome na so mate no ano so well be fine that's right
kaka krebi
o here you know studio ana 10
me sure mo say 30
10:40 let be aka
to me judi
enti ye ma hye so na champions league don say I was nya daje
yeah
the man for na
it's quite unfortunate say Manchester United is not making the best of it, not playing matches during the midweekend. The central weekend and no man say nya results and
say na Carabao no say boys na yire om hugina mu this ama om competitions na eketwa and yes am te bench mu nya bi moyi o
bank and that was also a good platform for you
but so man ko boy we don't even go blame coach
yeah na me can say ne papa mu ne say
o say ha coaches do matches ni bi wa only Grimsby bo a coach nya den dia pa na e coach wonye wo no nkwala we mu
ya je ho ni nyina atum omo nya dia sa on say
yanko 14 year old anti o de years
ha me say ya na ka no midweek there so mu nka unya 1 week of preparation for the league and you prepare for league na to 1 week and they prepare for league whilst other big teams being divided attention over the NNTSA but it's quite unfortunate and they are more in Honsem be bank on because
but champions league are more be de wo
obebem ye be wia because still now conversations surrounding his staying and his living no it's still in the conversation e won common mu parent no e be den say yen kan Ruben Amorim ho asem and to Atletico Madrid coach Diego Simeone you be see GD say the game on the Madrid boy over the weekend was the turning point and our boy entered Frankfurt. I want to believe Albert Twaso with a win against Frankfurt. Diego Simeone ebede radiase for that investment or Julian Alvarez mo. On the investment back by Diego Simeone yeah amfa a hard dream power Joao Felix. One promising talent, he was a delight to watch. I mean, clearly the technical ability no and in Portugal he was believed to be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. Munyaya. Acquire Ronaldo be replace Luis Figo. The transition happy and Ronaldo Ekute though there is Bernardo Silva, there is Pedro Neto. But in Portugal, Joao Felix there was like this boy is going to replace Cristiano Ronaldo. Or make a move to Atletico Madrid and Oto dodo na type Diego Simone echi say a kwan of fast upon the ball and I went to me and bring the best out of Abrante and Joao Felix. Do na Diego Simone akyere say Atletico Madrid e won ne breso no I produce some good strikers in recent times, but the conversation was still there say when Timmy anya Joao Felix ye. But Alvarez ababeti him. And now you bet me aka Fernando Torres, you bet me aka Sergio Kun Aguero, to Manzuke Chakwa Kofa Kakra, you bebo Jackson, to Jack Martinez, ba kuno kupi mo Saudi no, you bebo ni ding, you bebo Griezmann ding, but to unse Luis Suarez kure kwa ku wie no, okofa Kakra, and he won the Spanish La Liga with Atletico Madrid. There's the story of David Villa. Also kofa Kakra won the Spanish La Liga with Atletico Madrid, and now looks like the magic touch at Atletico Madrid in getting as best forwards or best center forwards. We are seeing Abeja to say we do a striker with Nimbopano. Finally, sa magic na kwa kusi Julian Alvarez so, and now he's their savior this season, doing a wonderful job. No, to almost this year, Nana Griezmann in share go until go share this weekend against Real Madrid. Against Entram Frankfurt, I want to stick my neck out for Atletico Madrid in this particular game. Say Atletico benya a win over Frankfurt. Near Hessen and Yoma Cup. So matches no show more. One other game that attention Kakrabe Koso ebe Galatasaray and Liverpool. Liverpool had their first defeat this season under Crystal Palace. Now it was a match I need him say a banana peel edema a year Liverpool because of how a Crystal Palace under Glasner are set up. And yen who be crying who be during the Community Shield. A comes if factory in Liverpool. Eme Jumani Dema Liverpool. Intini him said that match was going to stretch Liverpool. I mean, Crystal Palace and City. Crystal Palace in Manchester United and Arsenal be and Chelsea be. But near who say a match back once Liverpool Timia and your mutia di moi. GD amount for say and slot be back to back no ebe kosoro. That was not the case. And we two Liverpool in that particular game where they lost to Crystal Palace. Now coming up today, SL Liverpool response against Galatasaray. And in Turkey, Galatasaray is unstoppable. To Omukra na Kauma Morino issues be brave. Elfan about it do be a bit political. Now complaining and all that. One particular thing I would love to watch today about Victor Osimhen, Virgil van Dijk. The battle up front. I would like to see that. To say Osimhen and Shedan set the stage ablaze when it comes to European football, especially the Champions League. For the Italians, you are there, watch it. When he led Napoli to win the Italian Serie A. But as Napoli G Serie A, no man be she was Champions League no musa. Then he moved to Galatasaray. Now oko Galatasaray, and that time oko no more ye free mu ano no. So this is his season. I will take the akwaje the league no. But a kwan be so no Osimhen be kire ye nyina say he's a top player when it comes to football in Europe. Matches be say no betimi dey akire. And he has that physical presence. Oto I've watched Osimhen on numerous occasions. Oba Ghana ye hu send your tie no. Ne body ni say player. Ne na mfian bi ni ade. Ba hu baby onya ne energy ni free. So he obi say Didier Drogba. Drogba was built. Do you have firepower? Osimhen de bon the ball. Now check send you Osifa gina ho no. Wo show bit sa Samuel Johnson to Jan mu du kakra. Enti pim Jan na enya de oye hrodo bi wa opem na ko. So I Osimhen na 9 bi hrodo bi tenten de oye. But wo show how
di na tamana.
Debi. On say ye wo play. No to also be say Haaland. On say
be 9 hrodo.
On say
be ebe qualify for
Debi. On say ase oye lengelengi bi kakra.
O de lengelengi aka ho. Lengelenge fia bi hrodo.
Basically on say ye he strikers na wo Africa hana. Say Africa dey who say ye widie no but he will not allow you to.
Anyo ni ayini Konate na ba first.
Konate. That was Napoli Liverpool.
Oh okay.
They lost.
Okay, that's only Van Dijk battle Abadao.
Abapen. but I want to see you today.
Okay.
And how it will operate. I see Galatasaray getting a goal. I see Liverpool also getting a goal. I want to rely on the experience of Liverpool when it comes to Champions League football. And have that belief say the worst for Liverpool should be a draw with this particular game.
Right.
Who say Africans need to steal the show?
So when you have 15 minutes into you have 8 minutes.
No, to me we are on a beam. Me Judy. To Salah scoring here. Near Timianya a Victor Osimhen scoring here. I want to see that say Africa for one be stealing the show in this particular game. But I'll stick my neck out for Liverpool. Liverpool win or draw na ya hesene and yoma beko. Moto Atlanta born the back share the ana kama din ya kwa kwhwe kakra. Ne kwa kwhwe Ghana ni no. Kudus wo gidi wo kama din mu pa. Eno hwe time mu si su no kra na. Na ye pede nka obeduru se ana amanfo wo gidi wo kama din mu kra chen Kudus. De eme ya kakra na ese wan koto Gasperini wo Atlanta. But so far so good. It looks like the environment in Italy is treating him more than Southampton environment, no. I say when it comes to his development. He's one player who to enka ye pegana wingers ness ye jomudi pa. I'll solve your issues on the wings. I say he has everything from the basis to the top or go through the ranks. This is a player he was well prepared for the European market. He has the pace, he has the flair, the tricks that is needed to be exceptional on the wings. The Aquacana and the final delivery. And when you have issues of injuries and consistency, Sanyo Mami and Sani Pen Ahano on the ball boom. And he say but I see Atlanta winning this game against Club Brugge. So to a win or draw for Atlanta, it's going to be a goal festival or some match. I see more than 2 goals happening in that game, and I'll go in for the home side for that particular game. Game back when for several reasons, I'm out for a new code Chelsea and Benfica, and here for several reasons too. You know, Kwako Pesabo ni biahe. 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago or a month ago, na Chelsea Benfica nenye match and come to ebesha da high and waka bebre. But the Jose Mourinho factor instantly changes the conversation, because the return of the special one to Stamford Bridge is always an interesting moment. Se Jose Mourinho ba England in pokeke enye Chelsea crown oba and on Chelsea nebebo now oba England and Kasa is a festival for the English press. Because Jose Mourinho, even as at now, stories around Jose Mourinho sell so much when it comes to England. Sabre kura woni hono kra na yesin your memu aye diama no. So every time I know of about the kind of articles are consistently na English press ne trophy no ho. That tells you he's a marketing tool for them. Instantly, ama match we are something massive. Or call Benfica and so 3 matches were winning 2 and we lose 1. Oh, Benfica.
1 draw match.
No, lose.
Sir. Because we draw match.
No, lose.
Oh, okay. And lose your draw.
It was a draw,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, we need 2 no draw.
Not draw 1.
Last minute,
1-1. Yeah, 1-1. Yes, it was a draw. Yes. It was a draw. On better around the next
something. For a pre-print. Yeah, when
Moto, psychologically, me call for Benfica. They have nothing to lose. Doto. The Ama Chelsea near number 1. The back-to-back defeat Enzo Maresca picking. Chelsea for me who say omunye team wa omo pattern coaches chesa. They mean business. Enti sabre at Chelsea bebono. They are not in their highest form in terms of motivation and consistency. And here first point. And Jose Mourinho your coach so no baba first angle or tackle psychologically and mental readiness. In Tuba Stadia, Maresca call press conference no di Jose Mourinho picture bi akwa to to create that emotional ambience, that emotional edge, no person or hate game ni free. So to game no. I see Jose doing his usual things. Matches are Jose about Portugal, and he was required to go after the opponent. It was Benfica or Portugal, a team where people are expecting them to hit the ground running. But in this game against Chelsea, he's coming in as an underdog. And I did Jose Mourinho Pepper and he say, "Honorable boy underdog. Where Olusu or renew, she am Conosono, then what to Jose Mourinho Nkwemu. Because that sets him up for him to play his real Jose Mourinho game. Senka Jose ne wa Chelsea nene. And Ankone Benfica Ekobon will lose 2 matches at Tuaswa. And his style of play will be compromised because he need to deliver a win at all cost. But this time around, that is not the story. And in the story that Chelsea so. And Chelsea cannot afford to draw or lose against Benfica. And that's another advantage. Tactically, Jose Behe Enzo Maresca. It's an issue of materials and resources. A whole penny issue of material and resources. And you too.
Okay.
I see Chelsea not getting a win in this.
Okay, that tactically,
Jose Bebo Maresca. Psychologically,
or tactically, no nonsense ball now can
tactically, Mr.
Tobo, ball,
in all aspect.
And
Jose Mourinho will use the warm
tactics. World champion.
You use the warm welcome.
Tactics now conquer world.
He will use the warm welcome to his advantage.
Right.
So China Betras in here didn't come on Jose Timia by England. Now or the heads high and they'll go back to Portugal.
So I expect a win for Jose.
A win or draw for Portugal and a win or draw for Benfica, Mr. Two.
Portugal and Benfica.
Say Benfica for Portugal. And to win or draw, no more they call back.
There be Mourinho near.
So Mourinho
Portugal.
Portugal.
Assembles are to Portugal for you.
To Portugal.
No one ever gonna
Just say. Remind the world of how good he is.
Obed, ne love for Mourinho no. Say the digital stroke pa. Nti or the boxes in our taking in favor of Jose. But I say very one can't injuries to Chelsea no once more.
No, but
I think that's the key issue of the match.
They don't have injuries.
Caicedo off.
No,
João Pedro off.
Caicedo running out completely.
Bomsey is not available. I read that somewhere.
I've seen players now out completely.
Pedro now.
Pedro is playing. Or full of it. Pedro is playing.
Sir. Oh, okay.
They don't have issues, I'm sure my team now. Because today, the probable lineup for their front, Neto, Enzo Fernandez as the one behind the striker, Estevao and João Pedro. And Pedro is available for fairness and the game, And yes, I'm hearing. Sunday now weekend, almost Caicedo some knock beer. Even though when you're ruling out completely, but he's one of those. That is the good, the right word to use, doubt for the game, It is, but the good news that Lavia is back. The last game of Bobby. So even if Caicedo is out, that position, Lavia comes in and cover it perfectly. Them say the major absentee will be a Kupama and Leuko on a long-term injury that. No, James is still available. Malo Gusto is there. Shaloba is there. Hacho is there. And Cucurella is available. Then, but the Chilean so on my last game, over Bobby. I'm going to share that knee injuries be a major ones apart from Kupama. It is a Chelsea team, It's all about Kupama. When he's available, he changes the complexion and it be about my team, And then, Chelsea, I remember, Maresca after losing to Bayern Munich, I said, they've learned, they are still in the learning process because these guys, when you say, I want Bayern Munich, now compare first level, Champions League appearance, now to compare Bayern Munich, then funny. In terms of one player, have a taste of Champions League appearances. whilst Bayern Munich then was over 400 going to 500 in terms of combined starting 11 on board that day, no. Chelsea the no na laughable under 100. It tells you say in terms of Champions League exposure, this current Chelsea players no, don't like most of them no, almost first time appearance in this competition. It's a loser stage winner, the stage and everything comes into play. Whilst Benfica, so if watch more history now, and I say more Champions League now, more but they are one of those teams now on a Champions League night, they are able to do anything. But teams now, one shiny year or multimate or pound on a Champions League night, no, or Mukambi. Okay, or last season. No, I call Monaco, no question Monaco. Or Juventus. Oh, Juve in the Champions League last season. It's one of those teams now, you don't see them winning the competition. But one of those teams now, they are capable of beating any team on a very good day. Be about Uncle GB. But then say stubborn boy now, they are those teams that are capable of delivering that kind of performance on a very good day. Now, an experienced manager in Jose Mourinho who knows this competition very well and knows Stamford Bridge very well, even though in terms of time of coaching Chelsea, any generation, the players that he coached, none of them will be available at the club, but still Chelsea Football Club, the same environment, the same stadium. So he knows the environment very well. He knows this competition very well. Benfica knows this competition also very well. And last season, some good results be on the road, and notable one, Juventus beating them 2-0 at the Allianz Stadium, then beating Monaco 1-0 away. It's a best stage the experience of Mourinho yes will come into play as whether he still have what it takes to guide Benfica to avoiding defeat at Stamford Bridge. Another big year. Him say Mourinho can be able to do it. Benfica team Omunya a very good start to the season. After yes, look back you have a joining team, that Rio see boy club championship, club World Cup from is it near Palmeiras, right? No, I can move for the very good move for that. But Omunya a very good start, sir, both domestically and Europe. Let's see how Mourinho will handle this game. But I think Chelsea will start this game as favorite. But the competition sometimes a stage via the experience, the competition flight. One year, and then the possible line out of Chelsea. Osha, who go through a front, a fan is saying, four no. We are Fernandez, what about competition will be there? Neto first time, Esteban first time, Japado first time.
So Marco World Cup.
Make a Champions League and Club World Cup. And we're different. We go Palmeiras money Fluminense. We're Champions League. We make a Champions League, These guys
they have some form of exposure.
No, not in this competition.
Some advantage. They just played in the Club World Cup. So that will help them.
No, but this competition is different. Sir, and you know bumping about you now.
Tell them don't move your answer.
Different. And you know quality before along the way. So it's usually front for them now. Enzo Fernandez is the only player who have like no Abobida until this season. Okay, for now they are likely to use today now. Only Rich James through because they are predicting say Casedo Anya Feta. He may play James and Lavia as the two DM. No about Enzo in front of them. Lavia first time or Boni. Okay, Mechirewa Chaloba flipped some before. Gusto Gusto the first time in Hachu has played with Ajax before Oba Chelsea, Cucurella, then Sanchez. And they lack a lot of experience in this competition. But how can you Benfica team now? Virtually, only Rios here, Nania Oba. These guys, Jacqueline were there last season. Look back, have played with Sevilla. They have a lot of experience in this competition. But yes, on paper, I say Chelsea will start this game my favorite. Bamzoto, Sandy Abia Obercano. Let's not take the Jose Mourinho factor away in this competition. He can be a very key factor in deciding the outcome of that game. The big game now here, Gala and Liverpool in terms of Osha fixtures now. How in terms of the intensity and BBR, this game will look like the big game and there in the Champions League. Visa mame, what Galafono and Nini at best. So you know how these guys they do. Until Liverpool add that how much. And I'm going to hotel name. I'm so day. And this is normal Galatasaray when they have a big game, be a European night, be a big team, be a Kowa. These are some of the antics. Omuma wonder and I so be peace of mind to prepare towards the game. No tia humation. Oh. I don't know what hotel na the day mo to flyers now mo the day no mo the day Liverpool players in team then our point then Liverpool players be probably jump man no mo hwe mo because instead of time and so mo da je ma me no Gala supporters no e yo mo dede e wo mo stay mo hotel ni ma o mo e yo mo dede. Ndoto Liverpool are not good travelers in Turkey. They are not good travelers in Turkey because they have only one win. And as many games they've played in Turkey, it comes back to Champions League sometimes how historic this night is because you ask yourself say how Liverpool first almost struggling in Turkey but that is how the Champions League is. And against this same side, Galatasaray, one game that Gala against Liverpool gives you a lot of intensity. Liverpool struggle against Galatasaray when it comes Champions League night all this thing will come into factor. Now, Mr. Galatasaray this year, and that is one strength Liverpool possesses this season. Gala, a single the Ivorian international. No mabo Sanchez okay no akwabina oba Ethiopian bi no okay no ono Badatki the Turkish international and about 4 and 5 no mabo Jacobs as on left back Jacobs the Senegalese international mtoto sa back four we udu ko gina Salah Ekitike ne sa guys enimu a you are in trouble and what problem e o mo cho no banka o ko mo fall to the attack there mtoto almost my Liverpool match pa. They play Torreira and Gundogan as their two double pivot. Torreira and Gundogan. Okay. Now I'm about Atkum, Leroy Sani, Yilmaz, Icardi because we OCM may not start. Last week about just 2 minutes. After an all from injury, no. And 2 minutes will not and you just say good enough for him to start against Liverpool. And he may not start about Icardi starting. Maybe an Icardi. Sorry, OCM Abem later in the game. So to Sao move front says we no capable of scoring goal against Liverpool easily. But the problem is that on Liverpool because Galatasaray and a back four that can keep Liverpool away from scoring. And a game that will give us both teams to score. Liverpool to score, Galatasaray to score, and a headier more of a drawing game for me based on Liverpool history record in Turkey, history against Galatasaray. Time to show, especially when it is in Turkey on no. And Tianko for scoring draw. It was a game no because on no. Real Madrid they say Kairat their first time appearance in the competition. And the Oba against the masters of this competition. Unso monano ayo manage o. Okay, draw no. Ya yi Madrid down mo bojo si because omukromo no. Light abeto say Real Madrid eba be ball against Kairat for enti one game that thing say Chromo no say don't be because they are seeing Real Madrid Chromo na it will create excitement to create everything and these are games are Alonso after a very disappointing results in the La Liga against Atletico no so side game say you go there win comfortably and bring back hope. And I think more goals, 2 or 3 goals than Real Madrid to win. It was a game. No. Send the Oberkan Atlanta game. No. Now let's talk here, Suleimana. Come out this problem. Decision making in key areas. But I'm so we come out Dina. Talent wise, Bona na Ademola Lookman Boma Atlanta no. Say come out Dean Ebobola. He's better than Ademola Lookman in terms of Bono, Tumrika. But Adiana and Lookman, Enema Atlanta, goals. Which na Sekama didn't improve on it. Because Ogiano he doesn't know what to do with the ball, whether to shoot or to pass. Okay. But I'm just watching in the last 2-3 games, Kamadin is improving. And I think say coaching, they are working on him. And Kamadin at the goals kind of game one. And the wingers, you can compete with anybody in terms of pace, take-ons. Who say, some players now, or more true or more and Kamadin is one of those players, or to dribble you. But the problem is that, no, or chichu, we are. Bono, only membon share, men passe, this is making all Bonato actually. 2 goals in his last 2 games, plus an assist. Is something that will bring Kamadin's confidence over there. And to Ghanaians who interest, because one boy I'm to the potential. No, Onyama Ghana for whom born out Obono. Injuries has a year pound once again, and so you can factor injury. But I think so. A fit no Obo now, and even though Atlanta, Lukman, they have integrated him back in the team, but coach Onimipa Amanzo, coach offense in Southampton, Onimipa, he's still comfortable even though Lukman is back playing. Kamadin ahead of him. It's Ghanaians who about interest so game to see how Lukman.
Thank you very much. But Chelsea for no remind they will say June 28 as I say almost share Benfica 4-1. Club World Cup, you know.
Oh, say Okasa game no.
No, so mu push him.
Okasa game no.
I don't mind job.
Say na nkofo no jere card no born go match say we are referee no.
Okay. And boy no.
And I start am for one go start am. Okay.
Boy no for one.
Until kai they should look at
guy say goals no yeah.
So na for
na some Gofon's goal was 90 plus 5.
Na 1-0.
So Regime scored first.
And on what say
64th minute.
And second half for pressure.
We mo take 90 plus 5 through a penalty. And Nkuku share.
You.
And Pedro Neto share. And Dewsbury on 0 Everton.
Okay, Everton.
And also share. Tom say almost share 4-1.
But say o mo kai ball na.
Bona who change was a mudo because all the shim. Now the Odeka can say can say almost say omumpo na extra time. Almost one more so cry. Right, you go ahead.
And there were quite interesting games. There were Champions League anymore. Some are tasty Champions League games, which Okorhams to Combedo. Intine me recommended the Amobia say Nyabotre
Nya. That can Musa Zakaba Sam George na. So say Bonabasu na. Okay, you to as well. Ozi BNC and to atom. Oh, if Obiama assumptions Champions League night say. What's BNC?
I got compared to no.
Oh, that quite a many, sir. Many, sir.
Also compared to 202 no.
Many,
also normally key.
And you got plus now. Oh, Bonabaso. You go. Later, Musa has no say likes you. Be on some of you. Oh, but at least another one more here a paddy bouquet for no. Say, Omoko a access. And access give them extra 35 channels. Mom here access no move to compact and also extra D&D bebreo. Maybe say what I'm going to do is that me I'm more premium. So I was paying 685. Now I'll pay 570 and enjoy premium. And in terms of Sikano, I'm saving 115 cities. And to be say 1 month baby.
And me recommended the Ama Ubia say let's come Madrid near Frankfurt. Eintracht Frankfurt game no. The two. Ubia and Pibi no go here. At
the one end Frankfurt.
Let's go Madrid near Frankfurt. Once upon a time,
Frankfurt
was one of the most popular clubs in Ghana.
Oh yeah, Antonio Boa time.
Because of Antonio Boa. And at that time, football made in Germany.
Yeah. Michael Sesubobio.
Yeah, Michael Sesubobio. And Austin Jeju Okocha.
Yeah, Okocha.
And it was a well-supported club in Africa, especially in Ghana and in Nigeria. And you Frankfurt are back. Meaning, so any opportunity to watch them this season, the German Bundesliga. My room, he said, their first Champions League game, almost a Galatasaray 5-1. Oh, Germany. We share 5. Galatasaray is only 1. Dino Topmüller, who is their coach, the two. Abel sider. Omunim how to score, but omu problem how to defend. My more interesting story be about them. Zutu. Weekend ya. Omushe Borussia Mönchengladbach. Omu the 6 goals and the 2 Borussia Mönchengladbach net. And a Mönchengladbach take 4. A week before that game, only Union Berlin. Zutu. What happened? No, that was against. Is it Mainz? It's a kind year. 47 minutes of the game, first half. So to no match 6 goals. Then the next 47 minutes, now opponent no ashe 5 goals. In the actual say a goal scoring side, but their problem is how to prevent the opponent from scoring. It's yen use these 2 games, including their Champions League game. Boy, their first Champions League game this season against Galatasaray. Na yemfa emra omni Atletico Madrid game no. Yes. Atletico Madrid share Madrid 5-2. Last league game, boy, before this Champions League game. The most exciting story around the victory, no. Enye share no mo share Real Madrid in Kwano. But scoring Madrid 5 something. The last time Atletico Madrid share 5 or more goals against Real Madrid in the Spanish La Liga was way back 1950. 85 for no Kwana to Real Madrid net to Enije Sonko. And you could clearly see it in the face of Diego Simeone, our young coach. And it tells you at this way for Diego Simeone. So Maka said this year, expectation was so. It's like this is in the 14th season at Atletico Madrid. Normally, unya side way at a top club in Europe. But Diego Simeone is lucky to have this coaching Atletico Madrid for 14 continuous seasons as a coach, winning 2 La Liga titles. Remember what the good news is say, Omokobo first Champions League game of the season. It took Liverpool the 92nd minute of the game, and then Liverpool share the winner. At that time, that game near 2-2. Then their next game number share Madrid no. When omni Liverpool bono, no money omo talisman, Julian Alvarez. In his last 2 games, our body man let's go Madrid. To wash 5 goals. In Alvarez, Makawaha, and can say, let's go Madrid, a striker. Or what the goal scoring instinct of Gabriel Batistuta and the position of Hernan Crespo. Or a complete center forward. Na nekwa de dodia kan ball no ho say free kick sabeto wa no asabo ahye. Oso kwa Argentina national team Messi bo free kick training na ohwe no. Eno na wasua asese wo ye no. It's when it comes to goal scoring. Anytime Atletico Madrid bebo bia omo wa branch efe ne say Julian Alvarez bia no. Atletico Madrid ye guarantee say game no on be lose kro on be she go. Oko the other side ye Eintracht Frankfurter. Jonathan Bodkat is the man to watch. Onosusu Mizoto, when they were scoring 6 or 3, in their game against Frankfurt, he scored 2 and 1 assist. Between Omumienu no, Frankfurt was striker or guarantee omu goals. Atletico Madrid was striker or guarantee omu goals. And based on the Omayeno, HSA, Mizoto, we are in for a gamer. Yes, because of how Atletico Madrid, sometimes defensively they are good, but because this is no more considered. But when you win against Real Madrid, especially in a Madrid derby, on time Metropolitano, and Shea Madrid 5-2, and lose to Eintracht Frankfurt. But I know it will be a classic Champions League game and then between Dino Topmüller, who is the coach of Frankfurt, and coach FNC Diego Simeone. Who wins the game? Atletico Madrid is in a better position. Maybe game we might see a 3-2 or 4-3. A game Atletico Madrid and Eintracht Frankfurt bebo.
Why?
For Atletico Madrid.
Okay.
But a game who's a goose based on how Frankfurt structure team. Liverpool and Galatasaray game no. Quite an interesting game. Surprisingly, this is say offer the Champions League. Yes, they met in the 2006 season. Now, only the funny thing. Whilst Galatasaray share Liverpool 3-2 were taken on, the return leg Liverpool super show 3-2. Yakoya the 2001-2002 season. Whilst Galatasaray share Liverpool, Omubo 1-1 ewo take, and Omubo 0-0 ewo England. Iti score line be a mostly niya in the first leg. Zeka we able return leg which the Champions League form anasesa. It is just a return leg. And can mostly they repeat to about first leg and one repeat it was second leg. This is the Galatasaray team. Take you for a BBR, but there's one thing. Anka, me feel like Mourinho and I'm to be a top coach and Kobeti and San, but when Tianko Sano. Also, my investment in signing players, Pau. Especially if a player be a free agent, near seeing Triana Kakesia. A one thing at Turkish football, especially with the big clubs. But one area, Munya on the right, Emso Murray is a coaching, a Cambon. Galatasaray were a lot of belief in Okan Buruk, who is their coach. Okay, Okan Buruk. Okay, 2002. So I take it team nearby World Cup, Japan, South Korea now. Mzotombe di third no. Yilmaz, Hassan Sass, Hakan Suko, Anstu Rebek, no can Buru Kaon. On a Galatasaray coach. A dear Tino Modia Jumanemano. Istanbul, Basakshire. Any the only Turkish side aside the top four. The Turkish or big four now. Mizutu Besiktas, Galatasaray, Transaspor, and Fenerbahce. And at 2019-2020, Oduamuji the Turkish Super Cup, which Senenya Besiktas, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, and Transaspor Obi Antimiji. And Omunya believe with me. The last 3 seasons in the Turkish League, one IG League in the but playing in the Turkish League, any ball in the Champions League is different. Show me players nibi. Say for me for that. Mamu Lucas Torreira. Unzo. Mario Lemina.
Yeah.
Gondoan. Eko. Leroy Sani. Eko. And then the belly do attack and Maro Icardi. It doesn't look like Osimhen might even sit on the bench. It's Kaufa Meford one of the two. Just imagine a double pivot of Lucas Torreira. Mario Lemina. Na Gondoan occupy the number 10 position. Leroy Sani operating from the wings. And then Mauro Icardi, who is a bomber, a fox in the box. Ejino money more. Kabeka Sombema Liverpool threats kaka. But it looks like a side in Europe, Omonia World Coach, especially me show mu game against Frankfurt. No? If Frankfurt were able to score 5 against Galatasaray, just imagine this Liverpool team. Yes, Liverpool need good record. And Galatasaray a good record we're taking. When it comes to Champions League football, they have lost only 3 games. But there is something about Liverpool to mention. Since the 2005-2006 season, Liverpool in the Champions League group stage. Say I don't know many PSV, about 0-0. From then, every single group stage game at Liverpool in the Champions League, you have 1 or more goal. It's Liverpool games in time 0-0. It's ne actually say Galatasaray any take a Liverpool game no 0-0 out. 0-0 there out. After you kwako find the obetimi winning. Mo Salah 48 Champions League goals. He needs to reach 50 and become the highest African scorer in the Champions. Yes, okra record no. But any African footballer to score 50 goals in the Champions League. Season now is slow kakra dia Masala. Because Galatasaray, Okan Buruk, they believe in high pressing football, making sure so opponent need defense be a mistake in Tino. A gamer, this is how it will go. Liverpool should on the high line. Yes, Liverpool need good record, but this is one game I think Liverpool will win. Because Galatasaray will not play like Crystal Palace. Sit deep, Liverpool be attack omo. Then spaces in Liverpool be jam omo, nobody be punish omo. We should almost be expecting their fans. Say, Omude then bet me pushy players. No, yes, they have experienced players. On a good day, so to be Leroy Sani can punish you. On a good day, Icardi bet me a punish you. On a good day, Gondohan e bet me a how. But Ebekwa kusi say, it's a seminar and say, Bema Boda, it's possible this game I share between Liverpool and Galatasaray no, and Usujina 2-1 for club FNC Liverpool. Quick, me run it through other matches for results. Atlanta last year club Bush NMA Atlanta Dreams for Champions League ni nyina ba na wie omo punish on papa but chi omo Italy di Atlanta for any and no cra ka ho bi enam tutu Gasparini and then the Jumadi in our Atlanta by the way. Yes, they were smart. Amokofa coach, he also believed in the same philosophy as Gasparini, which I had the 3-5-2 system. In reference, Ivan Juric, a coach Heras Verona, he has coached Torino, came into the Premier League to coach Southampton, and Southampton relegation. But Oyobia in Italy, well respected. Onya top club, by Atlanta, a semi-top club in Italy. So, show money Juventus game Nibia. It gives you hope. Say Atlanta beat ABB. I'm going to 1-1 against Juventus. And I come Adin Suleiman share. Say I go no. Club Bruce here one club and so two. You don't know when. I'm best surprise. Oh, show money Monaco game no. Oh, show money Monaco game no.
Atlanta Monaco.
Club Bruce.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for come fast to see Monaco.
Yeah.
Omo club. You don't know. And you don't know when to predict them. But one thing omo yet to perfection. Ayem say ya ton key player Maneko. Maybe replacing no. From Charles de Ketelari, Adon Jashari, something the mention say. And you know, one gamer, I don't know how Atlanta will handle it, but it looks quite a difficult game. Ma sa game, you know, to win by day Atlanta, but I see a 2-2. It was a game, you know.
Okay.
You for Kazakhstan for your money, Real Madrid, baby, could be our Niji Subisha.
So, money results in so many ideas. Real Madrid about town.
I remember the Moku baby or Europa, Mizutu, and found the size of your club. We are happy to play against Real Madrid. They represent the Champions League, and open so your history in the Champions League. You need to beat Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Champions League near Bono. So, we opportunity to meet Real Madrid. And about Champions League, Nibi. Now, so one share Real Madrid or Champions, but one year you. At a point in your Champions League story, you need to be the most successful club. Hey, near betting your African football history. Now, El Ali being the African most successful football club. Now, Mizoto, who show history? I want El Ali. No, El Ali. Ghana Hana Oba, who a football club.
Now, club of the century. We are now Riviana.
Ghana had but can be the most successful West African football club. West Africa. So to the mention say at this stage.
About some right.
I know I need to go do, but they can be the most successful West African club. Okay. But Africa they El Ali. It's we a club now which show history. At the point you need to meet El Ali no ashano.
Okay.
Karat for ya come masemi. And they a party. But I will say they don't have the mental toughness to stand against Real Madrid. It's Madrid in few on to Madrid will win possibly by 3-1 or 4-1. Okay. That was our game. One game so someone you hear Bodo Glimt and a Tottenham must play. And so I see 2-2. That was our game. Chelsea will beat Benfica. Chelsea will beat Benfica. Football no on say Maka say yes, Mourinho yeah one of the best in the game. But assembling in say you can say he's fading now based on the results and the clubs that he's coaching. My Benfica team leading. Yes, Benfica sometimes might surprise you because some of the European record around them. Ricardo Reus, who was at Palmeiras, that Colombian international, a fine midfielder. Next season, he'll be a transfer window. Now clubs will be chasing him, and clubs need to be Chelsea. But watching the Chelsea team, it's not like they have been bad.
Okay.
But when we do record how Amares can manage games, and be a problem. They are my Chelsea. It's if they are playing 11-11. I don't see Benfica standing a Chelsea team.
Okay.
It's no Sumizo Mamenko Chelsea 3, Benfica 1. Inter Milan will win against Slavia Prague, possibly 2-0, 3-0 for Inter Milan. Champions League back, Marseille. Dizebi, some confidence be against Real Madrid. We do stage, we know what against Ajax. We also can a proper Champions League fixture.
Yeah.
Proper Champions League fixture. Ka we na fixtures ni nyina ka de Champions League fixture pa Marseille ni Ajax. But asemwasi into kan wo hwe
Okay.
Marseille 2 and then club of friends say Ajax 1. Bayern Munich there you can always trust them. And one thing you can trust Bayern Munich they say against a Pafos Mizutu enya 1-0. Enya 2-0. Start counting Bayern Munich almost score line there from 3-0 going.
Okay.
So to the mention
okay.
Maybe so mo tra 5-1 corner then go be o match 1B now you 5-1 maybe a 6-1. Hurricane is in the form of his life. It's definitely a game abetimi don't say Subusa Hurricane will score for club offensive Bayern Munich.
Right, thank you very much. So Champions League 4 and ne obi a a free channel called the Atetiso. Atetiso, they say those will be at me. Like it doesn't even see you. Now, Gavin just doesn't even see.
But I say,
also, easy.
Your candidate.
Ghana
for.
Because
say, Uti Mua. Say a year, a platform, and you'll be out. Or a year, who say, and said, I need to be a
Sound much him.
Oh, call a
one with him,
what time out?
And one with him.
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
Why a yana? Eh, why?
Chichi.
I'm teaching a bit him. I said you were Juma. So I was saying,
I'll send you
for 1 minute, Tim was the same. You send me meet you 685. Now you say meet you 570 and the cross.
Say a promotion or more.
How many promotion?
Oh, my,
for how long? Oh, no.
First of June be on here. That's my number 1 month.
31st of July. And on one also a package. Say auto ABA compact
no
more upgrade now within a certain period.
And it's on my way.
And that's our promotion every day.
Into promotion.
They say they are banning there.
And yes, I pay promotion as Samra.
But with this, you cannot go back. Promotion is for a certain period.
But it's a more people prepare. You cannot know promotion with a start of promotion.
We're for Mr. Madam.
The answer, what do you will show you more? But
I'm on your 720.
Oh, this one.
Oh, I mean, no, may can be offering promotion. When the whole minister sits down with the committee. Now the committee now agrees a free Nelly Curry.
No more for free.
Maybe a free Nelly Curry. Because minister has so compare 30%. Now it be there 48%. It be there 33%. It be depend on package that we use. And one can't just say it's for a certain period of time. What's here? Don't forget this is
after 3 months. They will meet.
Again and review it. Now, mum got friend promotions. Oh, then you won't hear
problem. I want to say. Maybe a problem. No one say. On say the challenges are not in our hands. Say because of Ghana, the DSTV Ghana, Bona no more charging. A man for a move to Nigeria. And the argument of the minister, Semekaya, and he say. Other countries, other countries,
accountant,
other countries are DSTV operative. What they are charging them, no, and now they be compare Ghana, no, it was slow, no form. So to the mention it's let's pick Nigeria and let's pick Libya, Angola, and now Liberia. Okay. So over the current rate, still we are not able to match what DSTV charge on Nigeria. A new Angola, a new Liberia, but the target was so would you weigh waha? I then I had the obeji cases, I then I won't get the oji wahanabi.
There were other factors.
So what that was so we read the fight of the minister. That was what baby started.
What because he said he was going for 30%. Now, some idea me chesi can a reduction of 48%. You cannot tell me so achieve. Maybe dia me tuano, menya a reduction of 48% because we used to compare plaza. And then I mean you compare plaza. It was 570. Say me tu 570 na menya premium. And so go down until you have for compare, you get compare plus. Obiano betima ka tem say promotion. If I cross a post, maybe there tumchi because I'm seeing Misika am the tria there swati am meeting there at the fufro. I can use 1 month cray. Menya sika meeting there tria me to the tria Wi-Fi in my house. Oh, Nensum, young to us on the yeah. I've been at that son.
The DSTV
good one,
the DSTV people are smart.
And
the DSTV people are smart. And I never qua Mama marketing a in all this argument back and forth the biggest beneficiary is DSTV.
Okay.
Advertise momono. Ah, man, you are Muskanya.
It's on the one, so we are so Mammy, you know, they say Paddy Bouquet. We are doing this and not strictly about our program, but yeah, in some way, a lot of them watch it. Paddy Bouquet. Now, 59 cities. Now, over few number of channels. Now, with the same amount of money, you move call access for 99. And they say if you pay the 59, you watch access, which gives you an extra saving of 40%. Now, the argument comes to access bouquet. So now you pay 59% and you watch access. Canena can be 99. Or say I won't pay baby. I want to say yeah now person maintain channels now open now. Drop down. And Joma no more access now on 99 cities no. Today they can go and pay 59 and watch what they were watching in their house. Was saving 40 cities. Must say I still. Oh, promotion is a chum. Promotion is for a specific period.
Minister of Communication because say boys in his own band on comedy and some chum cran can count once.
No, this guy where the guy has done well. No, where the wire there. It's not about the personality, the individual involved. Maybe dear.
Well, penny buy indeed 10 months, yati data, so yati.
Oh, I did. But
yeah, the data. Yeah, the data stream, yati
premium.
In less than 10 months.
And they only a year. Why are they so? Nibaya dos a year. Namidita a man for us and say, one more son on Gombeca. Still a man from Besso. But one. But goes that. Zach Yanko. Zach Yanko. Continue for 5 minutes. Oh, me too. But Mr. No for Nigeria, but me also boy money in 5 minutes. Until we and the only abrofono camera.
The GFA threatened to expose Honorable Kofi Adams, but he has neutralized them by slashing their budget down even more. Incidentals. Impress shares medicals dropped from 60,000 to 10,000. Chad away 856,890. Central Africa away 700,000, 300,000, 7.300. Mali home Tama away Honorable Kofi Adams save Ghana 123,890. Papa. Media we are making. Media we are making. So Tama home so from previous no any current no was save $76,600 into Chechemua on Abu Kofi Adams at the Bafa.
The incidental or impressed stroke medicals has dropped to 10,000 instead of the 60,000. We find no request for fuel whatsoever in this presentation. So the cost for the away game came to $733,000, but we'll convert it into cedis at the prevailing rate. Most of the expenditure there will be expended in cedis, except the away accommodation and the per diem that is paid the players whilst they are playing away, because that is meant for them to use there, and we don't spend cedis in Morocco. Again, for March Day 10, which is our final game against Comoros, and I know that everybody here and everyone listening to me or who will hear you, the media, want us to pay back Comoros and beat them well for what it is that they did to us when we went there. So we must prepare very well for that. That also has room rates same. We don't have anything for flight tickets because that already has been taken care of in the previous one. The ticket to Morocco, the tickets from Morocco here and from here back to base has already been taken care of in the 733,000. So you look through all and the items are same. What has been added here is that when you are hosting a game, you are responsible for the officiating officials. So their accommodation, their what they call indemnities, we have to, and looking for vehicles for them and also vehicle for the visiting team. So that brought the total expenditure for our home game to $387,000. When you put this together, it comes to $1,120,000. That's 733 and $387,000. So I must say that this is fairly reasonable for now, based on the items that have been agreed with the playing body. I do know as we move forward, some items in the estimate, we will look at them, we will meet as a body, and we will review them.
Well, bravo.
Tama, previous budget was $2 million, slashed down to 1.3 million, and the current budget is $1,120,000. $180,000 saved. This is how Honorable Kofi Adam explained it.
That
we still have to pay for. The cost that we still have to pay for will include air tickets for the players who will be flying from their base to Morocco and stay there for some days and compete, and will fly from Morocco to Ghana, and from Ghana they will fly back to their base with single rooms and $250 for double rooms for the number of days that is so needed. The meals per day, it's also 80 USD. The per diem for the players is still the same, the 150, and the officials the 200. Of course, training facilities that we use don't come free, as I told you the last time. So $1,000 is estimated for that expenditure. The bonus that we paid for players remains same as we have agreed and as the FA itself have agreed with the playing body. Bonus to the head coach remains same. The assistant coaches will remain same. The physiotherapists, doctors, and the analysts and all that remain same. The case officers, the masseur, the media, and all others remain same.
Okay, bravo. Yeah, wait. Some Mosia Mokam. Do baby Mosia na my on some money. Yes, I know.
Work has money. They play in a better league. We all know they are a tough opponent. We also know Ghana and North Africa rivalry. But Kotoko has decided to recover.
As a museum.
Kotoko has a good record against WAC. Ghana, Kotoko has decided to save Ghana football. All hands must be on deck. Everybody is invited to Baba Yara Stadium. Lawyer Safuduku invites Ghanaians to support Kotoko.
Oh, Baba Yara. And they say, I don't know.
Ucheneka Sandia was say, almost 2 normal way BBR. All the major stakeholders.
But for football reasons, Caps will allow Kotoko to play. No munya in Comium, so no. Oh, but me say, also almost any human way kakra. Bola boy ni panku ya na ye kafu forfeit. Oh, the idea kakra wo ho ne crowd. Kafu for me be say me calf president number mama. Na me kan che say bola ye boy ni panko no. Egu na ni mase. One will be 50,000, one man 100,000. No be any stadium. That's not football. The calf president do nice at the no more be a monochrome.
Football without Nipa.
At the corner momon kon calf. Say 50,000 come the be no matter film. That the American say. Scam de me momu. Would be bar or see a 22,000 to munye 38 aka. As a calf from found so yen ye we beba. So bola boy ni pan kon de anyo. Kwara de zo se na order ho. O rest stadium here to say. Na san won tim more than 2,000 go. What does so wa we pa o EPL ni ade na away supporters 2,000. Park near for 70,000. And this is the do the nipa 2,000 ko tema. But when you have the people, local people coming, why can you say also kotoko? Omeduma tekana.
Say you Kumasi stadium no ebema.
I want for the copa. Also yeah.
Say you Kumasi.
My friend, Papa is one a car person. My pen and number friend say, Massa, why me am more born ha? You know become.
Is Uncle Fossy Senior under 17 under 20 no. Or may a bonus zone. Kawesu Moon zone,
Champions League zone.
Can you zone?
Said yeah.
Once under 17 a zone now qualifies.
Send here national team.
Club qualifies. Okay, your bonus zones you are nafi a group stage and now.
Okay. Tis have to go to Kumasi or them. Namaste date way.
Some chase of food.
October and here. Is that Jim, sir? I been. We want 3 weeks old.
Cannot you say a day?
Okay.
The end is a very tough opening. In himself, Ghana for the North African side, yeah, this is it. But they were good records, better records against them. And so, young and a bit, I don't make it my head because records are trouble. You're in the area. They know anyone who are more a best come from only local universities here. In Boya, there's one that's what the so moving all about. How many is gathered home? You don't know, sir, in the Brazil. But Kotokoya, we have said this year, and you have said a Kenyan Ghana football at the club level. Now, Yaka. That's that is. We now so be ya Kotokoya and it's Kasa. The Colon organized some more support here. Brian Xavier said about Bramaso and then Zayama about any Efrina and Panibula can be women about saying next game somewhere between 18 and 19. Between upon the favorite Bamera or Stadium.
Okay.
Visa. Say ofano in Abeokuta Ohanka odi marina fie de manakwaba.
Okay.
Ofano
na okay answer na no. You am say the only senior. Zak o we koto ne work ni bi. Eza.
Me say na sata e call frigate.
Na no ya na go frigate.
Aga we 2002. We baby pa.
The frigate dey unya bi ho.
2002. Na the frigate dey na aka 5 minutes. Na aka 5 minutes.
Na
Why am gaso ya pen, gaso ya pen kakra.
Ona me pen. Na fa weekend you so be on kai on.
Be go be that someone what be. 23 years ago.
Na mo.
Na go frigate.
Na go frigate.
Ba ja bon why be frigate ya unya ba bi nyina.
Na satam. Wow, weekend no. That time no now mo just straight. Na ko fa mo just straight.
Okay.
Na me wa just straight. Uja
People come to na ya adwuma yo.
Na me radio link.
Yeah. Ona mo just straight.
Na we.
Over obi amuso asem don't worry o dey. See ano akwa ba mo ma si ano akoja ma me na bi o dey visa camera na capture ni ye. Na am onko ayiso bedo. Na yemre movano kasewia na so wan ma cho go ho na yemhwe de se de city na afi visa adna ready ovano na nya voice sami be nya voice
no
ye be say
me free stadium na ball 11 pm
okwenko visa nya ready de ovano akwaba na me ni kan ne mansa na be kasakra no fan na sie inni kabia ema wo mo boa o da wo listen
me let's good time then
ye na nkrofo ase ye ka say the call was of no for Abeokuta wakwa boko so wangusie na wa mna no mo interview
Nigeria for
Samara to baba is
oh okay na so za ko ye adwuma
no na Samara
okay na hina akoka brofo no
Nigeria for say o ma ye o ma dwen ye du ho no womo ba bia o be che ye training na mte mo no man's land wa ha
okay
e no man's land na kwa ba ko to
o fi baby na aba na yezo
ani e to fi baby mote baasi na baasi di mu abesisi bon baasi kura nye kese costa bi na de nipa be costa em set 3 ena de mo bai
na beto ba no kasa
isolo no esame
oh na sa the voice nka ho de anya de okay over no na akwa no sesen
akwa do ba na so atesem ne nkrofo kasa na mesesei
ana wo ye chi oni chi
mini chief no ye na
no visa bia ho ntia na sesen
se de you na wo mo so pubegu me nchen ena he's holding accreditation. He's a media man here. So you want to interview me? I'm so okay. Let's go on.
Okay.
To whatever they share, so I'm say yes. Your professor of New Year, I know about payment or buy. And I'm saying, Mutiri. Now, me, my chances in our first half. In fact, Omunya great opportunity signs there. I think home to me, the HA or first half. And I'm saying, chances where I'm one messing, Munga was at table not 10.
Okay.
Munya be na say next one be a buyer ho na cross chance no cross ye nya bi sa chances no munya ye kotoko nya mu ba akokora and say yakopon chadia Hubert nya wo ya wo twe ye dan ho pa and say keep an kra no nya we say ball no obetwa fam sa ama ball na ba no so ya ball no ko she
okay
edi ni zo tuo Mame na mo ase pa.
Nelson omo hu ne hiame.
Oyerepa de bi na mo de bae. Mo na mo de bae bi zo tuo. Oni obo ajibo. Na mperimfo atamu achi. Mo ya de pa se de ni kabia koma mo. Ansa na ba ye nuan mo a mo so mi mu. Etetu ankakra.
Yeah.
Na me bompa ye se nyame mo mo. Awo na o chimi anse ye ni we mu ko yi. Na mu nya bi mu sika mu nya du. Na basa mo bo mi bie mu a
ai
just am kito alezwa
oba no for Casablanca
alezwa na men tonkom
alezwa keu no
keu evine ko state abeje enya sam kito alezwa uje nyina na yibigu nche na bo ano uje nyina na yibigu nche na obo if you are a squatting sabri omsutie
and the America for my son
America for sabri one day many an opetie ni ne ns nyankopon chiraw na adwuma no mommo onyere mo homo mo bonso eska no beba na fe Frank ose kwame ya Norway iso say nyankopon chira mo ekoya mo fa so nya bi de breme no minim se me se busumi yimu no mu benya na e brosa enti mo so mo prepare say no in what Casablanca
no they say no the next call when you business here
yes kotoko ball match wi ano mo frame eno mo se kwan bia e be fa so ama no akọ Casablanca bia se ma
nyankopon chira o nyankopon chira o nyankopon
chira o mania no be yenhye na fidi aka na yato so
no ti ye niam an ntem
ana Richard Ajiman Australia
yes
Mr. Ajiman Ajingo nyankopon tonkom omo wa hodin
Ajingo Switzerland
yeah Switzerland and tonkom ana ye ni amas BK
yes
one day me am param ne no Basanti Newtown
ono so way
US
okay
and the BK wo say okra beba nanse ya me shi wonim dindin BK do taba o nyankopon fa medu asudue
last month kwa no wa
okay
nim so ba so be boa no hu yi nyankopon so ba mo aba ni yenso BK afi ofa mo akon ayi de ofa mo akon de ofa kokwa mo akon one day me hu asema me nkantere Tom kwad your promise me say me cover din kunim die
ba mo akoso da ba kwa no say ne birthday me pa cho me ba o
nti
ko to kwa ma no ayi ko bo game ni da ba eno na your for birthday
sir any our
happy belated birthday
okay
happy belated yes
nti bibi
and over mo DJ Richmond DJ to Germany Hamburg
okay
and DJ Yaba
okay
yakopon tonkwam ana Jamfa Idrisu
one more siasi akunta ni dio
Jamfa Idrisu
Kwame osai bibi
Mr. Norway
wabo
say yeah ana Jamfa Idrisu onso so enya sam ketwa
okay
mesi afiwe musika ni be bro ana yemia James Owusu enso de kakraba ana mamenka Mr. James omo Asante Gold yeah mata maba Maya, Mackenzie so phobia. Mackenzie.
I'm not like a phobia.
Yes.
Sika
phobia. Why dear papa.
It's not for Casablanca and it's lunch. It's duly lunch.
No for Casablanca. Madawoma.
No.
Mo bo me makwaba me bansu di kunimdi aba.
That's right.
Yankopon che.
Ye beto aso. Ene ye oda wo mase. Ye bebu sa de course ho. Na bibia banto fa ma akuna ye ne birthday no. Omu nyina omu ye no omu nyina amanya se na zomzom beto aso. Na Casablanca and the bo no osro kakra ndo ze ye ne ntem. Because ye nim bibia be
ene omom be ba be ka ho
okay
ena nhye kakra so wa chire se
that's right
ye no fa no be ye ni
fa no tie ni a wo sorry ya no ye ho adwuma na fe Casablanca no
the next year of no
tie mom be se first leg no be ma second leg no kona ye kama the blue hana na wa we na first leg no fra ba for
ye ba wa adwuma den
tiro zare tie ti ever no amanfo so da wa se wa kai ada o masinti ebeto aso tino ye wo be ba kumienu ba ma we sanya adwuma yi maye and na ye Doris birthday but Doris o pakike me offer say direct no ne happy birthday to Ajiman Pokua Doris o pakike for Dr. Aiko and na sister is o Fantini time ono so ono de my friend saying friend Adwe Champoma of Fantini town and they ono so we on say they was a target to gate na no tin say nye is a crowd all right no more ka ho nyina tino ye nti owi ane de aka asoso
okay me da say boss there is say obi ampani enkohwe hotel no a ni din any Golden D hotel masa yes hotel bi afa a top class na just say yes hotel no a forget about the beer wo ni nyina no so maka cha wo say abo pese se de kwan enwa de biara da aponche so ba bi a okoye ye bon pupupupu no wo cha ye 30 seconds obesa ko ho wagya de pa bi wo ho hotel ho free ho a obesa ko da ho biem e family room standard deluxe executive rooms business room ni nyina no ahoto ni nyema bia madam ye kama spacious no cause no ni nyina no ebi wo dandua ni mu wo mfiri onkoje ni wo ba bi ema obi nkwa atako gym center ho swimming pool salon bar and restaurant no ye fie de no na continental so ye de bi twim conference room no program bia no wo ye no Ashanti region ha wuntimi enkoje na afi wonfa enye enka wienie National Health Insurance Office one mo a 0241 090821 President Cavity Fighter toothpaste meso bomodin pa bitwitwo se anopa wie na nwumre anasa anopa na nwumre both Accra any empanim and one year 25 years nie what the profluoride micro calcium ingredients what the fry no ayekama 175 big family pack 120 65 12 in sachet and one obia eyuso make up president to ya fa show mama every small matters what we say no a lover goods of company was me nkawo so techno laptop Samsung Infinix Itel ni nyina no yo here we wo ho charges ni hands free no power bank no ne de no papa ebeche ede amawo we ne sa wi a no aka wo say ya to TV ni bi kosi dem ho no mo iron blender air condition washing machine Samsung burners ni nyina no wo penia adum production bank kajetia ne MTN Samsung and CB bank ko ba ko ho so fly station wa kajetia Morocco Tech Junction and na outside Sunyane opo ase Tachiman go so wo boga tamale ni wa ni nyina no enkrabata ne bi ho and Accra 0501 63562 na no so wanya lover groups of company nyama pa bi akofie wa hera akoso do ya de be na tete wo hepatitis fatty liver prostate ulcer kidney stone SK liver care ya de aba jirikajiri heba mensa and capsules mema nko a na fasa do no male vitality boa ma ujira ona so di mensa peme 0244 544422 franco nie na chese entiso nie ya titusu si ahwi aye 40% discount off phone no check 40% free be a 10% so we say yes I don't know what is bruta Nokia Samsung iPhone Smart TV 32 to 100 inch you want air conditioning microwave blender CCTV camera function monitor video anytime anywhere ya can say a jaba joy hoya teso Samsung and adum old melcon Kofo clinic new kajetia honyina no ya jejem wo and ya twa wo 0245 316969 0245 316969 adoni de mesi mankwa gina wansa no abua se all setetew ya twatwa anuane bebre opese obo anim na kre wa bra wudi aduane na meko kakra wom wo sanya wa beka jo seni meko ebi toma buoi ebi antomu abuoi wokwa wo se bibini to maplas eno an watie o sanse de tibia no me patro di heavily nanom ahoto no atumi aba 0558 055894 0541 337 816 uko Kumasi Ashtown promise eba uba promise eba wadum Samson de Bita ewo Ashtown de Bita ewo Kanshi ni nyina no edupai bi ewo ho enomo me pa cho be hia atumpan insensor spray car no ya gina no tubi tobako bako na ekumwa no condemn uwie pa in the next 30 minutes and watch a crowd do. In the next 15 minutes, radem ho, obewie no, obakona friend go ho, tontom, wo pray na no, na dem wo ni nyina ne say, ya the lemon, lavender, na the Friday ye, team for so pewa and a wunya free so, kunkumwa no, na sa enjoy restaurant ho, maybe enko ho, takrade, Kumasi sokoban akra epoku ase, na takrade hakuna matata. 0553 08 2674 0553 08 2607 Culture code to pace nyatete fo no yusu ye no demre yetenen eno an yesu yusu ni nyina no ene se ebrebi atwam na ye de body tre na chese aha ya bomodi di bidia hyehyem ya broso kama ye se fatwo se wo wi a wona na o ma me fe wo se no afi hin wo wi na woni dia ba fi wo se ayefe yes wo ko school a no bi e bon pewa se de untimi nka sumsam entumi emo nkomode anofie kra no fi bi ache ni nyina so bro feel too much momadim kopeka chako two pace fatwo se anopa ene anwumre esini paifita na Africa kan so ayidi afri ho 0246 864 798 0501 454 462 na nso enyama ayekama Rosters Roofing was asam no metimi 1 minute mpaka ni nyina ne se ukwane nkrabata na nationwide ko bra fasida de breme ni nyina nsa nchense no aye aluminium product ana ba ku bi fan allo zinc discount near 25%. What if you see the amount? What a papa, a betcha at the amount, more than so, Ninson Twana to Nyanya ye, would ya grow niano, Ahuno, Amatesa, which is also a book fro, 1 penny centino, nationwide a 0501 453 869 0544 338 042. Dia a policy nina drew within policy kama na nso dupa ye de man no want me fan to say me di policy nti me mfa nya adwuma ame mfa nya adwuma na dasa enya so emfaso ne nyina ne so covid ba ye kofo fili ye efiri okono doctor same ati ase se de wo system no eye govea ya de bi atwamu apokikra no odo da form enu nti diabetes be kwa eye policy ne drew ulcer cancer hepatitis UTI candidiasis body pain menstrual problem aduane so wontimi ntibini mi twam woba zalom no de kogu na ne so otro ni nyina no stress na bo a wadro ye bakope pos ne dro sharp imbuso no ane adru a me pa twa wo hia ba bi ato adro bia no wokọ anu abo se me pepels ne adro imbuso no bi etimi ato na hoto abefie 0246 20 84 96 0261 388 149 na no so wanya sharp imbusu bi etimi ayusu nti ebegina so boss
wabo adwuma na nkola bi yenhu omo Alasan Karim o 12 years na oyetuntum dark in complexion Alasan Karim yi
odo she black na
Alasan me sure na o mfensi adankwa ame na se hoye okwa no so ana mfensi adankwa ame na akola yi ofrifie a yenim ba bi on the 16th of September and Alasan free on my 16th and they 30th that's 2 weeks now be o ma Alasan ni ma wo ma o ma hwe na so mu ba cho won akoda o da TV so Alasan Karim o yedun patuntum vie dum yenu o free 0248 189009 0248 189009 and 0553 521925 Alasan 0553521925 and now be report to am at the nearest police station and now boy report for boy o ma yi asutira e be di hu djuma dey twa to ansa na ankle bomwa banze kinzo poguzo 12 years and 12 years for yi onzo tuntum on the crow from note na Kingsley enso a student or West School annex na ofifie a onso ye nim ba bia akoda iko o kambrofo ani twi nyina se hin no afaw ya ye hu akoda yi etimba cho wo hu Kingsley opoku fie dumienu crow from ho ba bia number abefre 0547 510876 0547 510876 we you news ni bia ana say obe report to my nearest police station ana boy report news no e bia nie 0547 ana we news anke 510876 kwada na da mo ano na obadi mfie dumienu a cheze wabere mu ye kwada tete na eden ntia dia si nyame adom a ye be say 430 highway ye uncle bo ene efia broni as say but rather pesa white I say atiti DSTV no so blaster about FM